Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. You all have heard Guru Stotram. And in that Guru Stotram, there is one shlok which tells Bindunada Kalatita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bindu, Nada and Kala. Bindu is the beginning. When you start writing, you take your pen and touch. So we start from the Bindu. Bindu means, I am sure you are all hearing me, because it was shown on your face that you are already enlightened. So, the Bindu is the beginning of everything. Bindu. Then the second comes. Bindu expands into Nada. Nada is the sound. And you all use computers, you know. The sound is presented in two ways. One is what we hear by ears, and second is how we see the sound by the sound waves. Waves are the kala, the shape, the form. See? Bindu, Nada, Kala, Atitaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bindu, Nada, Kala, Atita. Atita is beyond. So, where are we? We are lost in Kala. Kala means forms. Therefore, Kalakar. Forms. So, our journey on the spiritual plane begins from the Kala, the shape. Wherever there are names and forms, samsara begins. See? So, Kala is the forms, Nada is the names, sound. Wherever there is importance of names and forms, we are lost in the samsara. And the funniest part is, samsara is not somewhere outside. Samsara begins from our mind. In our deep sleep experience, mind is enfolded, therefore there is neither the form nor the sound. And mind cannot survive without either the names or the forms. Therefore, first of all, we have to recognize this, that we are lost in the forms and the names. So whenever any child is born, what is a child? A form. Then name has to be given. See? Once I was going in Haryana in India through some area, and for some reason we had to stop our car, and there was one field. A nice water was coming from the bore well. So we thought, let's break here, have some tea or coffee and then go ahead. No hotels, only a village side. And in India, you don't require any invitation. You can go anywhere and ask anything. No problem. So we went there and one solid villager was sitting. So namaskar chamatkar. And then he called his children. Commissioner, get water for everybody. We were shocked. Then one person came and with a lota and few glasses came. He scolded, you fool, you got only water? You have to get something more. They are our guests. Again he shouted. Collector, bring sweets. Another boy came. Now I was getting little nervous. What is happening? And he said, don't be surprised. Then he called the third person. Are President, jaldi le aa. And the third child came. Then I said, hey, please explain me. I am getting confused. It is bigger than the Maya of Paramatma. He said, look here, I am illiterate. I cannot do anything. I never studied in my life. So when the people ask me, who are you? Governor ka baap. Because my son's name is Governor. So the form is followed by the names. And our whole life is lived in association with that name. Therefore, we are lost in the names and forms. We have to go beyond the names and the forms. And this has to be done not only in sleep, but when we are awake. But it should not be done in a foolish way. Little bit of Vedanta, when people listen, they start using it in such a stupid way. One example. In some place in Assam, we went for talks, and one lady, Marwari lady, she used to come for the talk. And I was invited for lunch to their house, so I went with her. There was a hardware shop, and you have to go through all that, and then you climb the first floor, and there is the house. So on the counter, there was one man sitting. So she said, Swamiji, please come. She introduced. This body is the husband of this body. Then I told that man, this body is the guru of that body. Friends, people can go to any extent. So when we are conducting our business of life, we have to be normal. Otherwise you go for some interview and they ask, what is your name? I am beyond names and forms. Excuse me, what is your date of birth? Who is born? That is not the meaning. So when we are conducting ourselves in this relative world, live accordingly. See. And therefore, this Bindu, Tejobindu Upanishad teaches us. There are 6 chapters, but we will be taking only one chapter. It's pretty big. And in this scheme of spiritual practice, you will see slowly you will be where you are, and yet you will be beyond what you are. That is the GPS. Now, in this Upanishad, the scheme of thought is, first few verses take us straight away to the truth. That lady behind you. Come, no, not you. Om Tejobindu param dhyanam vishvatmam hridi samsthitam anavam shambhavam shantam sthula sukshma param chayat. Now don't read English. So one has to very clearly understand. Tejobindu param dhyanam vishvatma hridi samsthitam. We have to be aware of this Tejobindu. When this is read, English or Sanskrit, without proper understanding, most of the students get lost in searching for the light. And then, Swamiji, but I am not seeing the light. What to do? Change your bulb. Fuse ho gaya. That is not the meaning. Therefore I am telling you, don't read English, you will get confused. Tejobindu param dhyanam. So what is the Tejobindu? Bindu is the beginning. So, be aware of the beginning. And then go beyond the beginning. Tejobindu param. Beyond. So what is the beginning? Beginning is our class started at 7:30. Then our date of birth is so and so. Param. This technique is given in the scriptures. Mahatmas tell very simple way. Suppose somebody is 80 years of age. I am 80 years of age. So I have some image about myself. 10 years before, I was 70 years. So another image about myself. 10 years before, 60 years, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 1. Then 6 months. 1 month, in the womb of the mother, before the conception took place, before that, was I absent? Can somebody begin from absence? Na sato vidyate bhavaha. Na bhavo vidyate sataha. So go back. Tejobindu param dhyanam. And don't try to see anything. Mind will start making fool of us. This is the technique. It can be applied when you are sitting or doing the japa. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. That Jai Ram Bhai took money from me, now almost 2 years he hasn't returned. And now he is not showing his face also. Where is he hiding himself? I'll have to find out. By the time 20 minutes gone and then you are frustrated, don't get frustrated. Trace back. This is the technique of tracing back. Anywhere. And in this tracing you will come to discover one very important thing. That every thought begins from a seed of Mr. Somebody. And once you nail that somebody, you will come to know that somebody is mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, neighbor, friend, enemy, office, boss, subordinate. These are all somebodies. Then you go beyond that. How these somebodies are born? When we have deep sleep, where these all bodies go? Because in deep sleep we are nobody. Where from they have come? Then we will be able to discover all these bodies are born after body identification. Then Tejobindu Param Dhyanam. If we have to go beyond this beginning, what was the beginning? Body identification. Go beyond. That time, what is our name? What is our form? So we have dropped the Kala, Nad, Bindu, but we continue to be. Bindu is the beginning. That which is absent alone can begin. That which is never absent, how can it begin? Tejobindu Param Dhyanam, then Vishwatma Vriddhi Samsthitam. This beginningless being is the heart of everything and being. Vishwatma Vriddhi Samsthitam is the very Atma of the whole universe. And where do you find it? Vriddhi Samsthitam. You are the beginning. And you are beyond the beginning. Kaivalya Upanishad, Mayi eva sakalam jatam, Mayi sarvam pratishtitam, Mayi sarvam layam yati, Tad brahmadvayam asmyaham. Everything is born in me, everything is existing in me, everything comes back in me, that infinite, non-dual, absolute Brahman is my essential nature. Tejobindu Param Dhyanam, Vishwatma Vriddhi Samsthitam. Now, how do we attain it? So, this is according to the Ishvara Advaya philosophy. Ishvara Advaya philosophy, in other words, popularly known as Kashmiri Shaivism. In Kashmiri Shaivism, there are 4 techniques, 4 stages, and they are called as Upaya. Upaya means means. We have come here by means of a car. So car is Upaya. Then we have come, then we dropped that car somewhere, then we came inside the hall by keeping our shoes outside. Work is over. So first car was the Upaya, then shoes were the Upaya. Then we sat over here. Now here also you drop. What will you drop? I have heard so many lectures, nothing happens. Even that struggle, friends. The meaning of the word upaya is, upa means near. Upavasa, what you call in English fasting, the word is upavasa, near. Vasa means to live. So Ekadashi upavas. So that day we are supposed to be nearer God, but we are nearer the kitchen. Only thinking what we should eat. Sabudana khichdi, sabudana papad, sabudana vada. Therefore, upaya, that, now aya is a dhatu which means movement, gati. So upaya means that which brings us nearer to ourselves. So these are the upaya, 4 upaya. One upaya is called as anupaya. Anupaya means it is not a upaya. Therefore nothing can be spoken about it. Over. Then the remaining 3 are mentioned here. Anavam, Shambhavam, Shantam. 3 upaya. See? One is Anmopaya, second is Shambhavopaya. See? So Anmopaya means what? We all take ourselves to be somebody, and that somebody is called as the Jiva, and the Jiva is doing lot of karma, and there is a karma phala, and we are caught in the wheel of karma, karma, karma. Get out of that is the first stage. It's called as karma mala. It's to be removed. Okay. See, after that is done, then we come to the next one, Shambhavopaya. Then comes the Shaktopaya. So in Shambhavopaya, we start working on the Jiva. Who is this Jiva? What is the meaning of a soul? Is soul a reality or something else is the reality? That is the Shambhavopaya. Then we come to the Shaktopaya, wherein we come to discover our essential nature. And what is that essential nature? Sthula, Sukshma, Paramchayat. That is beyond the gross and the subtle. Gross is the gross body and the samsara. Subtle is the jiva bhava, the sense of a soul. So that which is beyond the body notion and beyond the jiva, the soul notion, that is that. See? Tejobindu param dhyanam, Vishvatma vriti samstitam, Anavam, Shambhavam, Shaktam, here they are written Shantam. And Sthula, Sukshma, Paramchayat. Therefore, in this first shloka, the complete scheme of spiritual evolution is given. First step, freedom from body identification. If that is not happening, whatever you are doing is only cutting the vegetables. Then the second step. After we work on disidentification with the body, then the question comes, then who am I? Then the inquiry begins. So if we free ourselves from body identification, exactly what will happen? Work on it. Then we will come to know that when body disidentification happens, the possessive nature of living in this world that possessiveness is reduced to the minimum. See? And second thing, when this jiva bhava, the notion that I am a soul, see, when that is maintained, what happens? We create relations. See? So possessions because of body identification, relations because of mistaking ourselves to be a soul. We have to go beyond these two. Possessiveness and relationship. Like the space. Space is not possessive of the remaining four elements. Space does not have any relationship with north, east, west, south. Anavam, Shambhavam, Shantam, Sthula, Sukshma, Param Chayat. So, the Sthula is beginning with the body identification and the Sukshma is beginning with the notion that I am a soul. Param Chayat. That which is beyond this. Now what is this one? It is said, Dukkhadhyam cha duraradhyam dushpreksham muktam avyam durlabham tat swayam dhyanam muninam cha manishinam. Those who are buried in these worldly things, for them dukkhadhyam duraradhyam, for them it is the most miserable exercise. See? Dukkhadhyam. No, Swamiji, it's okay when you say you are not the body, but you know there is a back pain. What should I do? Suffer. Please remember this thing. All the body will have its course. There is no body in this world which doesn't have problem. Somebody will have something or the other. And be attentive. If we have got some problems, health problems, it is the grace of God. See? Healthy people are problem for the world. See? Unhealthy people are busy with themselves. But don't disturb me. See, friends, I tell you how it is. I was staying with one old man when I was young. That time he was my age. Now he is no more. And God has blessed him with such good health. He had no health problem. And he was a problem for everyone. Everybody used to trouble and all that. And then one day it just clicked him because everybody was telling, oh sir, you are very lucky, you don't have any problem. See, I got diabetes. And he could eat the whole sugarcane factory, but no problem of any diabetes. He could eat anything, no cholesterol, nothing. Blood pressure normal. He used to make others' blood pressure go up. He was normal. Health-wise, pink health at the age of 80. That was his problem. How come there is nothing wrong with me? These doctors don't understand. So we used to go to the doctor because I was with him, I had to take him. And doctor would say, he's perfectly all right. Congratulations. He will never like that. We tried 2 or 3 doctors. And every time he'll say, this useless fellow doesn't know anything. Then I understood the problem. So the 4th doctor I went first and told, When my uncle comes, you kindly tell him that, oh God, how come you are still alive? You can't be alive. See, 70% heart blockade. And after we came out, good doctor. And then he was given, you should not climb the steps fast, go slow. And reduce carbohydrates. Take more of fruits. But only the citrus fruits, not the sweets. And then he started behaving as if he's ill. And he was feeling good about it. See, friends, therefore, those who are too much buried in this body identification, for them this doesn't work. Dukkhadyam, duraradhyam, very difficult to practice for them. Such people, even if they are healthy, for them spiritual life means sit in one posture like a buffalo. That's it. We must get out of our head this notion that yoga means body, body, body. Yoga they teach, sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. Your body should be healthy, then only you can achieve something. But with the healthy body cannot be the goal of life. Then long life cannot be the goal of life. What will you do by living long? Suppose you live for 200 years. What thereafter? People like, when somebody is dying, they do these Om Trambakam Yajamaye Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. When you don't die, what they will chant? Vartapini, Vartapini. Therefore, health and long life is not the goal of life. Therefore, dukkhadyam, duraradyam, dushpreksham. They can't even think about it. They can't even practice that. Therefore, and muktamavayam. And this reality is so free from all efforts. We have never changed. Nobody had the experience. Then we are born, we are changing, we died, and ultimately I am absent. This experience cannot be. So whether you know or you don't know, whether you want or you don't want, you are divine. This is too much, huh? This is our Bombay style. So, dukkhadyam, duraradyam, dushpreksham, muktamavayam, durlabham, and very difficult to attain for such fools. But tat swayam dhyanam muninam cha manishinam. But it is very easy for those who are contemplative. And manishi means for whom mind is not a problem. For all of us, our mind is a big problem. Because we have never worked on the mind. We have worked on everything. Our house and the furniture and the matching clothes and wonderful your beds and bed sheets and color and all that. We have worked on our uniform. It should be matching, not anything you can put on. And then you should have the organic food. Then all the time keep running to maintain the figure. Wonderful, do it. But what we have done till date to take care of our mind? Nothing. Our mind is making us mad. We are unable to understand this because we have never trained our mind. Everything we have to learn in life, is it not? Even to make chapati, these girls, if they are South Indian girls, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Their chapati, first chapati comes like the South Island of New Zealand. Mummy, why this is going like this thing? Everything we have to learn. But when it comes to thinking, we have never learned how to think. Manishi is the one who has known the art of thinking. How to think. There are two words in Sanskrit. One is called as vichar, second is called as vikar. Vichara is thinking and vikara is reacting. We have been only doing the second part, vikar. About everything we have got opinion, about everything we have got suggestion, about everything we can say something, comment, advice. These are the vikara. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madha, matsarya. Now just observe this next time. When you are in a group of people, then you understand what is the meaning of vikara. It is unhealthy condition of the mind. How it is. Two mothers. One mother was talking about her child. You know, my son is so intelligent, you know. He keeps on asking, I don't know where from he gets so many questions, you know. I to Baba cannot answer this question. He is very intelligent. These days, the children are, now the mother is glorifying the stupidity of her child. Do you think the other mother is listening? She will cut her throat. Nothing. My daughter, be attentive. First mother was talking about her son. Has she ever asked about your daughter? But don't we talk? That is the reaction. One person tells, you know, here also be careful. Sometimes the snakes come. In one of the places where I was staying, one lady came and she said, running around, Swamiji, I don't think I can sleep for the night. I said, then keep awake, you are doing meditation. No, there was this, you know, maybe about 8 inches or 1 feet long snake came just near my door, you know. I said, they are friendly, they are not doing anything. No, but I am afraid I can't sleep. You know. There are other lady. She started laughing. Why are you doing? I had a very longer snake. No, did anybody ask you? Competition. If one person is talking about the snake, other has to talk about the snake. If one is talking about the child, other has to talk about the child. If one person takes an accident, see, I was coming, one bicycle has hit a motorcycle and a motorcycle feels surprising. Other one, nothing. A motorcycle and a car. And it's such a terrible accident. Car fell. The third one will keep quite nothing. Car and a 18-wheeler tanker. And tanker got out. Car is okay. Fourth one, nothing. Aeroplane came and hit the train. There is no end. This is what is called as vikar. Unwanted involvement in this world. You will see how many times we talk when it is not required. See, friends, we have to work on the mind. But we get unnecessarily involved. Then vichar. Vichara is a process by which we liberate ourselves from our own thinking mess. Our life becomes a mess only because of this wrong thinking. Think cool. But we don't. No, he always does like that, He is very happy with others. But whenever he comes home, he is so miserable. He doesn't talk to me. He doesn't even laugh with other girls, Now you should understand why he is doing this thing outside, because he has to do his job. That is his job. But he has to do the same job with you or what? And every day the same face. What is there new? Just observe this. Those who are on the front desk, they have got a different duty. So simple it is. But we don't understand. And we start getting misunderstanding and all kinds of things. Therefore, Durlabham tat swayam dhyanam muninam cha manishinam. Therefore, friends, spiritual practice is, rather a seeker is born when we start working on our mind. We have to work on the mind. How much we are careful about our figure? Aim is very clear. Yeah? 36, 24, 36. Our condition is 62, 62, 66. Like a drum. It is good, you should have a good figure. Nothing wrong in that. But at the same time, we have to take care of the mind. What is the figure of our mind? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Anger, greed, frustration, envy, jealousy. See, friends, we have to mind our mind. Then what is said in the first verse, Tejobindu param dhyanam, Vishwatma vradi samsthitam, Shambhav anavam shambhavam shantam, Sthula suksham param chat, then the meaning of this shloka will be revealed. Therefore I told you, don't read the English one, you will get lost. No, 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 no. One should contemplate. What is the meaning of contemplate? Spelling is taking. Those who are the proofreaders, they can never read the books. I am one of them. Whenever I take anything, immediately proofreading begins. Anywhere I go. See? Oh, this is Rasva, no Dirgha, it should be something like that. Okay. Now who is the Manishi? Who has controlled existence? Who is he who is no more a slave of his own mind? Now here it is said, Yataharo jita krodho jita sango jitendriyaha nirdvando nirahankaro nirashira parigraha agamya gamakartayo gamya gamanamanasaha mukhe trinicha vindeta tridhama hamsa uchate param guhyatamam viddhi yatastandro nirashrayaha soma rupa kala sukshma vishnu tat paramam padam Trivaktram Trigunam Sthanam Tridhatum Rupa Varjitam Nishchalam Nirvikalpam Cha Nirakaram Nirashrayam Upadhi Rahitam Sthanam Vang Manotita Gocharam Swabhavam Bhavasangrayam Asangatam Padachutam. Step by step, the whole process is indicated. First, Yataharo. Yataharo means when we take food, first principle, don't sit on the dining table for 300 years. Spend minimum time on the dining table. And second thing, whatever quantity we can eat half of it. This is not the last supper. But when we say, Dabao, acha bana, are yaar, you find out, is it necessary or what? Yataharo. See? 50% food, 25% water, and 15% ventilation. Yataharo. Then Jita Krodho, second thing. This is one very important spiritual practice. Avoid getting angry. Anger is an expression of weakness. See? Lions, tigers, they don't wow, 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 wow. Our Indian dogs, you'll see, you don't have to do anything. Simply take the stone in the hand. Arey mara bhi nahi. So, jita krodho, we have to practice this. Never, never justify your anger. Never justify. Because anger is like a fire. Wherever it is born, first that birthplace of the fire is burnt. Then other things. In the same manner, suppose this girl is angry with me and I don't know. So I'll go to, hey, hello, how you are? How are you? And I don't know. So I again, may I help you? Jata hi nahi. See, the one who is angry, he suffers. The one on whom anger is, he doesn't know even. On the contrary, he'll ask, kya ho gaya? You become more angry. Jita krodha, do not justify that you are angry. And if you can't do it, get away. Don't interact. Get away. See? And what to do going away? Do some physical work. Except crockery handling. See, the instruction should be foolproof, is it not? Do gardening. So, jita krodho, jita sango, the third spiritual practice, jita sanga. Don't be in that company where you get disturbed. But Swamiji, suppose we have to stay with somebody all the life, what to do? I know this question. The other day somebody asked me this, some similar type of, Swamiji, if there is somebody because of whom you get again and again irritated and you can't avoid that somebody, so what should be done? Then I asked, look here, if you go to an astrologer and ask him, suppose somebody is born on this date at this time, then what will happen? So the astrologer will say, we do not deal with the hypothetical cases. Do we go to the doctor and tell, suppose somebody has dysentery, what should be done? We say, Doctor, I am leaking non-stop, stop it. See how foolish we are. Therefore, Jita Sangha means what? Wherever you are disturbed, try to avoid and go away. Do not get involved with anybody. And this is possible only one way. We are not here to please everybody. You cannot please everybody in this world. Protect yourself. See? But normally what happens, we try to do that. One example. In one college, after my lecture was over, some students were asking a question. One girl asked me this question. Swamiji, why you are all the time holding your beard? I don't like it. So when this question was asked, the teacher was feeling very, Swamiji, don't worry, the children are, students are like that. I said, you relax, why you are worried? Then I told that girl, if you don't like it, it's your problem. It's not my problem. Don't try to solve anybody's problem. Create problem for others. Relax. Don't think for others. No, I thought he may not like. Why you think on his behalf? Majority of us do like this thing. See, Jita Sangaha and Jitendriyaha. Jitendriya doesn't mean Jitendra. See, Jitendriya means the one who has conquered his sense organs. We don't have to destroy. And Santa Ganeshwar Maharaj tells one very beautiful thing. If you have to begin your spiritual practice, start from your tongue. Tongue is 2 in 1. Talking and tasting. When the tongue is used for tasting, it is called a rasana. And when it is used for talking, it is called jivva. In English, this difference is not there. English is a poor language. Poor man's language. So, start working on the tongue. First, about eating. Never get lost only eating as the only goal of life. And don't get involved in unwanted topics like, Swamiji, can you tell me what is sattvic diet? Drink distilled water. Why worry, yaar? Then, Swamiji, you take pickles and chilies, but this is Rajasic? Yes, it is Rajasic. A little bit here and there we hear, and then in their house there are spiritual evaluation. My husband is very tamasic. But my wife is very Rajasic. Don't get lost into that. Therefore, about food, I'll tell you one simple technique. Try. Before eating, don't think about food. While eating, enjoy every bite you take. After you have eaten, forgot. What did you eat? Life becomes easy. Otherwise, that day, remember about 300 years before I came, you prepared one rasam. Can you give me that? We have to go to archaeology. Friends. So, before taking food, don't talk about food, don't think about food. While eating, enjoy whatever is available. And after you have washed your hand, don't go back and see. Thoda hai kya bacha? See. Second thing, do not have to have any comment on anybody's food. Whether somebody is eating vegetarian, non-vegetarian, doesn't matter. Why should you, as long as they don't eat you, it's okay. See? Therefore, this is one Jitendriya about food. Now the second thing is about the talking. Give this a simple trial. Before we talk to anybody, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? And second, stop talking to yourself. When we talk to others, we talk about our past. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. Now, after Swami's lecture is over, I think by then the rice will be cooked, and I hope the rice will be enough for everybody. Brahma chal raha hai, and rice aa gaye beech mein. Because all the time we are living in the future. Live in the present. See? Therefore, Jitendriya, then Nirdvandvaha. Dvandva means the complementary opposites. Joy, sorrows, gain, loss. How do we come out of it? By knowing this fact that everything in this world is born twins. There is nothing in this world which is singular. Day, night, health, disease, joy, sorrows, birth, death. There is nothing in this world which is singular. If this is the fabric of this world, we have no choice except And how do we accept? Don't react. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. When you take life in this stride, maintain your equanimity. Nirdvandva therefore means let our equanimity not be compromised on any issue. Hell with the whole world. What is important is our peace of mind. Those who get disturbed because of others, those who are miserable because of others, they are the fools of the highest order. See friends, nirdvandvaha, then nirahankaraha. Nirahankaraha means what? Do not talk about yourself. All the time, I was here. I had done this. Ram. No need. Then, nirashi. Don't have false hopes. Now my child is so and so. When he is studying, he will study and then grow up. And then I see a nice girl for him. This happened in Dehradun many years before. There is one school, Wellam Girls School. I went there to give talks for about 1 week. Only girls' school. Very rich type of children in that school. Those parents who do not want the children at home, they were sending there. So, the teacher with whom I was staying, we used to always sit together, take breakfast, she and her husband and me, and the servants were there. On the third, up to 2 days, first 2 days, only one topic. They had a son called as Ashok. And constantly, our Ashok is like that, he is like that. He will not look here, he will not look there. He is not like, extrovert. He is very sincere. He is very dedicated. Like, Ramayana, Ashokayan was going on. Third day, breakfast, they are not coming. So the servant said, Swami, you please take breakfast. The Bauji said he is not coming. I said, all right, I finished breakfast. Lunch, not coming. Dinner, not coming. I said, everything is okay. I am eating, I have no problem. No, everything is okay. I said, all right. Then the whole day they did not come out of their house. How many days will remain? He said. Next day they came. Eyes red, must be crying whole night, all day. Then, Swamiji, we are telling you about Ashok. I thought, mar gaya kya? They died or what? Then, when he went from here, yes, now he is coming. I said, then what is there to cry? He is coming. Do you know? He is telling, we are coming. He went first person singular. Now he is coming first person plural. For him, we have selected such beautiful girls. And his whole property is for him. And not only that, he got involved and got married to some white girl. And not only that, he says, don't worry, mummy, after coming to India, we will get again married according to Indian tradition. Twice marriage with the same fools. Now tell me, what will happen to this so much of property? Everything we have here, and he doesn't want to stay in India. What should we do? I said, Mama, I am there. You hand over your whole property to me and relax. Property is your problem, is it not? See, friends, Nirashi, up to the age of 7, discipline the kids. From 7 to 13, teach them values. From 13 to 19, inspire them to achieve success. After 19, be friendly with them. But whenever somebody is born, you know the simple rule? You have not thought about it. Whenever a child is born, there are 3 births. Child is born, mother is born, father is born. Out of the 3, the child grows. Mother never grows. And even the old age, the mother has a complaint. Swamiji, see, my son doesn't listen to me. Okay, call him, I'll scold him. And the son comes, retired brigadier. Now, what can you do with that mother? Nirashi, don't hold on to the future. Remain cheerful in the present. And aparigraha. Aparigraha is don't keep on accumulating things, that thing. So many things we accumulate. There is no need. See, I'll tell you how foolishly we live. I don't know why, I'm very clear about it, but it happens. Mad after buying bags. I must have purchased suitcases, bags, etc. Not one, two. And must have distributed more than about 50, 60 bags. Why I buy, I don't know. There is no logic behind it. It's just a habit. See, friends, therefore, aparigraha. So what is to be done? Now whatever you have, start giving up. Slowly, slowly. And then you will discover the joy of light traveling. Here you people go from here to India, your NRI suitcases. In that everything is there. Right from tissue paper onwards. As if there are no tissue papers in India. In India we have got sandpaper. About tissue papers. Therefore, aparigraha, then agamya gamakartaya, the one who is going to the wrong places, yo gamya gamana manasaha, and avoids where he should have gone, mukhe trini Ch-1 tridhama hamsa uchyate, and thus this one is living in three places: waking, dream, and deep sleep. He is called as Hamsa. See, Hamsaha. You know, the Soham Jap is the same thing. I go to one house of my father as a son. I go to my wife as a husband. I go to my son as a father. I have become three because I visited three places. In the same manner, the same reality, whether doing good or bad is not the criteria. Therefore, agamya gamakartayo gamya gamana manasaha. Both things, good and bad, it doesn't matter. See? So, waking experiences, 3D mukhe trini, three mouths. In the waking, waker, dreaming, dreamer, and deep sleep, pragya. And he is called as Hamsa, going to three places. And Param Guhyatamam Vidhi Hatastandro Nirashrayaha. This is the Param Guhyam. This is the ultimate secret of life. The one who takes the position of a waker when identified with the body in the waking state. When this is dropped, then the same reality becomes identified with the modifications of the mind, becomes the dreamer in the dream state. That is also dropped. Then makes the absence of the earlier two experiences as the object and become the deep sleeper and experiences absence of waking and dream. But that also it drops. Like I going to my father, to my wife, and to my son, I am someone other than these three fellows. And who is miserable? It is the son is miserable. It is the husband is miserable. It is the father is miserable. The man is never. But we are so much lost at the periphery of our personality. Objects, things, relations, achievements, failures. Enough of it. And this can happen only through wisdom. And wisdom is gained if we learn from the experiences of our own life. You cannot buy wisdom. No guru can teach us anything. We have to learn. If the Guru Maharaj, you forget about it. See, you have to learn. But normally we want that time, Acha beta, I will do japa for you. Okay, many people say this thing, Swamiji, please pray for me. I said, I pray on the people. I don't pray for the people. What pray for me? I got better things to do. See, my friends. Therefore, Param Guhyatamam Viddhi, this is the supreme reality. Viddhi. And what it is? Yatastandro Nirashrayaha. It is not the intoxication. No. We are absolutely aware. Otherwise, I don't know which is north, which is south. Why? Since I am realized, I see only space. I don't know which is south, which is north. And when I go out of the hall, I go and dash against the wall. Why? Because I don't differentiate between the door, the windows, the walls. Everything is Brahman. That is not the meaning. Therefore, yadastandro nirashrayaha, and discover independence. To discover independence is the tapasya done. Try this. Suppose you like a particular dish, start from eating. You like a particular thing. Just decide suddenly. Next 1 month, I am not going to eat this. But don't tell the public. Keep it in your mind. And you will see from that day onward, that dish will be maximum visiting you. Like one person decided, Swamiji, after listening to your Bhagavad, I decided to do Ekadashi. And he announced, I am going to do Ekadashi. And that day his choice food was prepared. He phoned Swamiji, this is the problem, what to do? I said, eat. But I already told everybody, and they are already making fun of me. Then what should I do? I said, you tell them, you eat. And when they ask something, you tell, no, I meant tomorrow's Ekadashi. There are 2 Ekadashis. Oh, thank you so much. Be firm. And you will see, it's a question of only fraction of moment. You like something, you just get up and walk away. In 2 seconds, you'll forget it. But, and ultimately, khai lo. The nirasha, discover freedom. It is not only with eating, with everything it happens. Whether I should talk or not, I should not, but I should. And ultimately, I should not say, and we say. When you know you should not say, keep your mouth shut. Nirashrayaha and Soma Rupa Kala Sukshma Vishnoho Tat Paramam Padam. And like Soma means the moon. Be very attentive. How many days are there in a moon calendar? Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dashami, Ekadashi, Dvadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, Purnima and Amavasya. How many? 16. Moon is 17th. And that 17th moon is 1. And that one moon is referred as 16. Exactly the same way. I, the Absolute, is one kala is the waker, second kala is the dreamer, third kala is the deep sleeper, fourth kala is the samadhistha purusha. Who am I? I am the turiyatita. So because we talk about Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, first day, second day moon, third day moon, fourth day moon, that doesn't mean there are so many moons. Exactly the same way, there is one reality with the conditioning of the name and the form becomes the world. The same reality with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas becomes the Jiva. The same reality with the conditioning of the Maya is called as Ishvara. It has not become three. Therefore, Soma Rupa Kala Sukshma Vishnoho Tat Paramam Padam. Vishnu means all pervading. I, the Absolute, pervade the waking experiences of the waker without becoming the waker. I pervade the dream experiences of the dreamer without becoming a dreamer. I pervade the deep sleep experiences of absence of the deep sleeper without going to sleep. Now what sadhana you want to do, tell me? Even if you want, you cannot think hereafter. Because the mind dissolves. It is not chitta vritti nirodha. It is the mind is dissolved in pure consciousness. See? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.